Great rising, everyone. Peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all. I hope this message finds you in perfect love and peace. Happy Monday. What's the daily message for the day? The daily message for today is check yourself. Sometimes the issue really is you. Sometimes it really is you. Sometimes you're the reason for the things that you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't always, sometimes it's hard to be accountable, for our actions and our thoughts and things like that. So today, the daily messages for today, the daily message for today is checking yourself and making sure that it's not about you, making sure that you know you're not self-destructing, or making sure that you're not creating because you're in a particular place right now. Maybe you're maybe you're feeling lonely, maybe you're feeling rejected, maybe you're feeling like nobody around you understands, maybe you're going through something internally that you don't feel safe to share with anyone else, you know and things like that. So now is the time for you to look inside yourself, because sometimes when we're not in the right particular place, sometimes when we're not doing our work, when we're not praying, and we're not in our best self, we can perceive situations differently. We can look at things in a negative tone, and it don't even, and it's not even, that's not even a reality. We could be falling out with our friends, and our friends have no idea that we feel a certain kind of way. They're just caught up in whatever it is that they're going through at the time. Maybe they're going through their own issues, and because of where we are, we may look at it as, oh, that person's not really my friend, or that person's not checking for me right now, or whatever, because we're surrounded, or because we feel with whatever it is that we feel, that we being fueled by whatever it is that we being fueled by. And so now is the time for you to really take a moment and check yourself and say, hey, you know what? Is it me? Is it me right now? Could this person deserve a season of grace? This person hasn't, disappointed me before. Or maybe you're looking at it, maybe this person has disappointed you before, but maybe they've only disappointed you in times when they needed to make themselves a priority. So it's really, taking that space and that time for yourself and saying, you know what, let me check myself. I need to check myself. It's not always about how I feel, but it's about what's fueling what I'm feeling. And if you don't normally feel like that, then maybe it is time for you to maybe look and see and check yourself and say, maybe I'm going through something right now that's only adding to what it is that I'm seeing. And I promise you, if it isn't real, the way the difference is, if it sticks with you and it stays with you, then chances are it probably is, if it comes back to you, chances are it probably is something that that you inherently feel. But if it is something that you don't necessarily normally feel within yourself, you know what I'm saying, then you might want to look and say, what is really fueling this? Do I really feel like this, or is it something else that's fueling it? And that's when you really need to know yourself, sit with yourself, and really take that time to really check yourself, and and understand where these feelings are coming from. So today is the time for you to sit back and acknowledge, and just take a moment and acknowledge and say, let me check myself, and let me make sure that what I'm feeling, what I'm fueling is real, and it's not being influenced by anything else. And once you're able to determine those things, then you're able to see what really is worth your priority and what isn't. Because of course, if you're fueling some negatively incorrectly, then you need to sit back and find out where that's coming from and adjust that. And if you have made some decisions with your friends and family that wasn't based on truth, then maybe it's time for you to sit back and apologize to them for those moments where you weren't always there, and then continue with your healing journey and get through that. But definitely sitting with yourself and learning what's really your emotion versus what's being fueled by negativity, a lesson, our own feelings, our own things that we need to work through and get beyond. So that's your message for today. Peace and blessings to each and every one of y'all. And I hope y'all have an amazing week. I love y'all with a perfect heart. Bye.